What's going on, traders? Gonna do a quick video for a couple people asked me in the comments about how do I trade my strategy. I'm gonna show you guys a quick one of my strategies today, hopefully, and show you my little reversal trend break strategy. Just like on I have a few different examples I have on my watch list I could pull up and then we could talk about. So let me start with this one. I took the most recent one, YDGK. You guys could see from just from this closest chart, it was 350. Um, like October 8th, like not too long ago, like last month, and it fell almost to 4 cents, you guys. So after 4 cents, after I made it low, when it makes a new 50-week low, you guys, I watch for that, like a good trend break. And let me zoom in a little more. Zoom in from here. Okay, you guys can see it tested 4, right? Came back up. It's been on my watch list. I wanted to see how low it could get. So the next day, it started having some highs, higher highs and higher lows for a few days. Then it started going down today. I was trying to see if we can test 4 again. I was like, if we can get close to that low without actually getting a new low, that could be like our new 52-week low for now, right? So I was watching the tape and watching the tape and watching the tape and watching the level 2 and seeing them so many times try to slam it down. But there were buyers right around this area, you guys. So I was like, okay, looks like they're trying to like protect that area, the 5 cent area. So I was like, okay, let me make sure. Like if I show you guys, let's go to hourly. Okay, right here, right? And actually, let me apply the trades. Maybe it could help me describe how I entered and why. Okay, you guys, here we go. You guys can see I was anticipating because I seen a lot of pressure, not that much volume, like on the selling. I'm like, that could be ending volume. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can get around this area, start entering around because this was like giving us really good support at this area. So I started doing like a starter position, like then I added to it when I seen it hold, and I seen a lot of buyers come in, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start a position, and if it breaks the trend, hopefully after market, I will be adding to it. So it started breaking the trend, breaking VWAP. You can't see VWAP on this chart, but I'll show you guys a different chart. Started breaking VWAP. And as soon as it broke VWAP, let me show you on this side. Yes, right here you can see. Sorry, you guys. Let me show my window real fast. Alright. So, have a seat, Dina. Okay, so where was I? You guys could see I was adding all through here first. Right? You guys can see I was adding at the first time it broke VWAP, and then it came tested it. I was adding right here, like small, tiny positions. After market, when it started breaking VWAP, I was added, and then when it broke the trend, I added my final piece. You can see 10,000 shares there. So I was kind of like pyramiding little by little into it, and then you guys could see the next day after it broke the trend. You can see pre-market. I can't trade at 4:30, so I didn't get this high at 7. Do a 15-minute. Maybe that'll be clearer. A little clearer. So especially when it came back and the trend became support and it became a double bottom, I'm like, okay. When I got up, I couldn't trade that 7 because my platform doesn't start till like 6 a.m. 7 Eastern. So you can see bunch of sales pre-market, and then the rest I got in. I got out the rest as soon as it cracked VWAP. I got the rest out on my shares. I'm not saying this thing is over, but I just traded it for the day. you look on the hourly, it's still kind of bullish. I know a lot of people still think this is going to go to 10, 15, 20 cents next week, which is definitely possible. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying be careful. I'm not sure if they're still selling warrants or diluting or it's over. To me, it looked like it was almost over. I'm not sure what's going on in the dark pools or there any naked shorting or anything. But just the technicals on the tape looked really good, and that's why I took it. Another one that's like, let's look up another recent one I had. Like, okay, let's say Beyond, right? Okay, let's remove these first of all again, so we can explain the thing first. Okay, Beyond, right? Right here, you guys. Okay, let's do a 30-minute. Actually, let's just to show you guys the first time, or I actually traded this a few times, and I sold a few times. So let me find the. Okay, there's the entry right here. I didn't get these highs, you guys. I did not get these highs. But if I show you guys the trend break on this, I know I don't have the line, but let me show you the trend break on this. Like this fell off the cliff, right? Let's do a daily. A daily would probably show better right now. Start with the daily. This fell off the cliff a couple times, right? And then if I put a line here, you guys, right? Okay, I was like, okay, made new lows again, right? And I said today, tomorrow, if we could crank above this trend break and get a higher high, right? We could possibly fill the gap up to $2. Yeah, I even said it could probably test the 50 if you go watch my video, right? It went way higher than that, you guys, way higher than that. And then same type of strategy. I was selling too early, you guys. Watch my video on that one. Another one. Let's see. Why AI never shows the trade? Even though I took the trade on this, I don't know why they ever showed the trade. Same thing on YYAY, you guys. I took it up on this day when it broke this trend. And then this big ass volume came in. So as soon as it broke that, I was risking this area. I was like, okay, if it comes back to the trend and it gets below the trend and touches this area, I'll take it off. But that day it did go up. I got out like not too sure exactly how much. I believe they just had another reverse split. So I got out right before that. Right now you can see they could almost have another kind of a trend break. So you guys, I'm not sure, but another thing is you want to watch out when it comes to the trend. And then I know a lot of shorts use that trend line for resistance. So if it comes up and tests it and comes back down, usually they're going to short that trend line. Think of it both ways, you guys. Another one, let's say probably Buru. When it broke this trend line right here. Yes, right here. When it broke the trend, same thing. Got a little action, little day trade out of it the next day. It did have more good days, but same strategy, you guys. I believe I traded this twice. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I took a loss the first time or I won. I have to go back into my trades and look at it. So many trades, you guys. Yeah, you guys can see if I zoom out a little bit. Same thing, right? Comes. I know we're looking at it in hindsight, but let's say the other part of the thing didn't happen, right? It broke the downtrend and started going up. So all them shorts here who shorted the trend, it finally broke the trend. Let's remove these real fast. Sorry, you guys. Sometimes it helps me remember where I got in and where I got out. As soon as it broke this trend line, you guys, interested in. I was like, if it could come back, test the trend line, become support, we got room till these areas, these areas, these areas. And I believe I traded again here. So yeah, watch those trend breaks, you guys. But there's a lot of fake outs in those. You can see this one came back and came back down, tested the trend. Same thing the next day. That was like a double bottom if you know how to read candlesticks. This came back and the trend line became support, which is really bullish, and then that's why we had the upside. I think the new good news came out on that also. Let's talk about one more. Which one was it? Okay, let's talk about Webull real fast because I'm watching that. Let's just talk about this. I traded Webull a few times. Took a loss, made a gain. Took a loss, made a gain. But most recently, I did trade it when it broke this trend line, and then I topped off around $12. I got out around the it was like 1150s, 1160s area. So if I show you guys, this is like a channel, right? Like a hidden channel, but still, if I remove this is just in case, right? If it holds the channel, this side of the channel line would become support. But if it breaks the lines, I usually want to uptrend. This is like dead to me until I got look at another resistance. It could bounce at $10, but I do have an alert around 750, the next support. When you look back, you could see we might not even have. I'm probably looking at that as a dip buy. You guys could see if it holds this area, because this area becomes a new channel if it holds this area. So I just wanted to see do a good like an ATR move, a high ATR move. And then same thing though, you guys can see right here. If you would have been patient with the trend line, right, or you would have removed this after that. Let's say I traded it and now I want to keep watching it, right? Let's say I'm like, let me put on another little trend line. I'll be like, okay, if it cracks this trend, you guys, I'll get a quick trade out of it. So you watch this side right here, $11 area, and the trend line breaks. You're either a day trader, you have 20-30 cent room, but I wouldn't do that. I would watch it come back, test, become new support, and start getting around this area. If it can't crack 12, which is exactly what happened, you get out. That's why you see a bunch of sellers right here. Why? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We have a lot of supply at $12, you guys. So that's why I would even take the trade at 11, because even if it bounces, I like to have more room than that, you guys, just in case. If you want to have room for error. So that's a quick strategy, you guys. I hope you guys kind of get it. Open I did so many times. Same thing like open, you guys. Let's say I'm watching this side of open. Let's say this is like a flag. Some people call it flag, trend, whatever you want to call it. Boom, breaks the little trend line. Watch it. You could even do like I do, make another trend line. Like as long as this stays above the trend line, I'm not going to sell it. Like if you want to trail it up. Or I could use my trailing stop to keep going up all the way, all the way, all the way. If you see this, usually this means it's probably going to go down with all these wicks up here. And it did. It comes back, bounces. Looks like we've got some momentum. We have earnings coming up on open. Still hold a tiny position, you guys. Same thing you guys could see on this side, like a flag break or a trend line break. You see on the bigger chart. Pretend this is like a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute chart, right? Or a 2-minute chart, and I'm trading this during the day. When that happens, I'm going to watch this area. I'm going to be like, okay. And if I see this resistance right here, I'll probably get out. Or if I see that, let's say I make a trend line going this way, right? And I'll be like, okay, I'm going to follow this trend line. And if it breaks, let's remove this so we don't get confusion. I'm going to follow this little trend line. If it breaks, I'm out. So I break this, and then boom, I'm out right here. So you guys kind of get it. Really simple strategy, you guys. The problem with most traders is not the strategy. It's like the psychology and taking the loss. The best thing you can do with trading is cut the loss. Cut the loss, you guys. I took my account from like 25K to 35K, back to 7K, back to 25K. Why? Because one, I took a huge loss, a couple huge losses, but I rebuilt back to where I started, and even a couple grand on top of that. So why did I do that? It was because I kept taking losses, like next. Your most important trade, like they say, is your next trade. Like What I've learned during trading is I'm always looking for other trades, not to be impatient, but always looking at other trades. Like why my trade is going on. I'm not like watching my trade so much no more. I'm like watching other charts and this and setting alerts on my trades, like on other charts. Just so in the back of my mind, it helps me. I know like, oh, I got so many alerts. I could be patient for my alerts. I know one of them is gonna go off. So that helps. I hope you guys. I hope it helps some people. I know a couple people asked me in the comments. I'm gonna release another video, you guys. I don't have that much time, but maybe I have another more time today. Talk about another strategy, like a swing trading strategy. Um, Anybody has any questions? Leave in the comments. Subscribe to my channel. Smash that like. Don't be scared to leave a comment, you guys. Anybody needs help, questions, I'm here, right here. I still do my trade coach sessions here and there, but right now I do not have time for it. Maybe in another couple weeks I will be doing them again. So I will give some people free sessions, whoever wants help. So yeah, thanks for everything, you guys. Smash that like and don't forget, plan the trade, trade the plan. Peace out.